Hey everybody, another live stream. Gonna do these live streams as I said. We're gonna do them probably on a daily basis. And the nice thing about these live streams are that I can do them from every place wherever I want. I can do it in my living room. I can do it outdoors. It's gonna be really great, and especially when I get the new iPhone over a bit of a time. Have my static setup when I move to Holland with the bipod, the laptop, etc. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So I just want to make another video. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about this. So since very recently, I never been into Bandai model kits or into Bandai, let's say, in model building. I never been into model building ever, period. But I saw these were discounted for a very good price. Normally they're between 25 US dollar ish, and now I could pick them up for 50% off. Not all of the characters, not all of the figures, vehicles and whatnot, but around 12 different figures, and one of them being C3PO. And when I saw this, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna pick up a few, and then I'm gonna look on the internet what it is, because I really had no idea. And then, to my amazement, I saw that they're very easy to put together. And these ones are the X ones that I saw in the Singapore Comic Con when I was there for Sabermach, the lightsaber company that makes amazing lightsabers. Now, when I was there, I was truly amazed by the quality of these figures, and I knew they were not the figure art figures because they were not. I was not familiar with them. I did not recognize them as the figure art figures, which are really expensive, by the way. They're beautiful figures, but somewhere between 60 to 80 US dollar. That's way above. Hey, Jimmy, way above my budget where I feel comfortable buying 6-inch figures. So these ones now retail me with the discount for around 12 US dollar each. Amazing. So I'm started to pick up a whole bunch of them, and I'm gonna go a bit overboard with them. I'm gonna pick up as much as I can, send them to Holland, and then during the winter months when it's raining, wet, and there's no competitive paintball outdoors or no real space to train outside because it's just freezing, it's snowing, the outdoor paintball fields are unusable. During those moments, hey, what's up, Socky fellas? Is also my son. I will be building these kits, so I'm gonna stack them up. I'm gonna stack them up by as much as I can. I will try to aim for 50, maybe 100 boxes like this with different characters, and then just have them in the box ready to start building them in my own time, in my own pacing. So I will build these figures like one by one over a time period of days slash weeks. I'm really gonna take my time. I have no rush to unbox them fast and have them on my shelf. And I will really get into the custom weathering and painting of these. I really want to do it good. And I'm watching a lot of the content on YouTube about these things now, and they're truly amazing. Especially this one, the C3PO one, is must be one of my very favorite one. I got two of them now, and I'm gonna probably pick two more, because I want to have one in all shiny gold. I want to have one in weathered gold, as in A New Hope, when the Jawas basically unloaded C3PO to sell it to Owen and Luke Skywalker. So it's all dirtied up, etc., and used. And then I also want to build the version of Hot, which is the all white C3PO. And then maybe one more with the alternative parts, because every kit have alternative head pieces, armor pieces, weapon pieces, so you can often from one kit you can build multiple different characters, well, the same character in different stuff. Hey, what's up, James? Long time no see. Yes, I'm back. Woohoo! Just talking about these awesome kits. So currently I think I have around somewhere between 15 to 16 different characters now. I got a couple of clone troopers. Three in total now, so I can use all the different hat variants they have in the box, and then display them. I have a General Grievous, a Darth Vader ESB, some different astromech droids, and yeah, a whole bunch of them. I will show them later when I move to Holland, and then we'll show the stacks of boxes. And I really gonna try before I'm back in Holland to pick up as much as then in Hong Kong, because importing cost of Japanese action figures in Europe and I think also in the US is really expensive. Oh, there's something moving next to me. I hear sound. Wow, what's that? That's weird. Might be a mouse. No. Oh, it's a turtle. It's probably our... No, that's not our turtle. There's something moving on there next to me. Sorry guys, one moment. It might be a mouse, because I live in Hong Kong. We have mice, rats, cockroaches everywhere. It's just like everywhere, knocks and crannies, because I live in an old building. At nighttime I can see them moving around. It's not like our house is disgusting, it's just old and that's just Hong Kong. Yeah, there's definitely something moving next to me and it's alive. And we have a... You think it's the turtle? It's next to the diapers. Okay. Well, he might be somewhere there. Anyway, yeah, good. Thank you. Glad to see you again too. I'm happy to be back. That's for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna focus on this. So I'm gonna focus on these figures, and I'm gonna stack them up as much as I can. This is an opportunity for me to buy them really cheap. And once I'm in Holland, it's really expensive. I think it's Mickey Mouse. Yeah, no joke. It doesn't sound like my turtle. We have a turtle that's around this big. He's running around through the house, but this sounds like something else. Oh, 1 second, guys. Dude, that's not a turtle. No, it's not. It cannot. The turtle cannot go there. Okay. Anyway, back to my story. So yeah, I'm gonna pick up a whole bunch of them. I'm gonna focus on these figures, so I'm not gonna buy the Black Series figures, minus a few exceptions like the Ashra Bridger and the Chopper one. I really want to have those, but I'm not gonna focus on these figures anymore. Overall, I'm just not happy with them. I always feel the quality is lacking, and it's just not my thing. The figure art figures are too expensive for my liking. 70, 80 US dollar per figure. I'm not gonna do that. These ones at this price point are perfect. If they're retail, I feel they're really expensive as well. 25, 30 US dollar. Of course, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful figures, but it's a lot of money. So I mean, it's worth to pick them up. So if you ever see these figures and you see them discounted, pick them up. Just it's a model kit, but they're snap kits, so you don't have to use glue, and everybody can do this. And I think you might really like this. So yeah, gonna go get into the modeling of Star Wars, and I think that is a direction I want to go into, because getting to the point of the custom lightsabers, which are awesome and beautiful, but the price point is unrealistic for most people to collect them on the larger scale. And these model kits, you can army build them, you can customize them for a really small price and have like shelves full with beautiful figures. And for these figures you also can get like little kits that have LEDs, and you can light up the eyes, for example, with this model you can have light up eyes, or with the R2 you have different lights. Okay guys, we're gonna look together. This is another cool thing about live streams, but there's something next to me. If the turtle's here. Okay, okay, it is. Okay, it's the turtle. It's the turtle. Okay. Sorry, I got a bit. $10,000? Thousand? The turtle. Okay, apparently our turtle. Apparently it's worth $1,000 Hong Kong dollar. Anyway, so yeah, model kits. We're gonna focus on that. We're gonna do that on the live streams. I'm gonna build them on the live streams. I'm gonna do the painting on the live streams. But of course, I have no experience with model kits, so I have to learn that. And I think it's something that is really relaxing. It's a lot of fun because you fiddle the little pieces together. You make this figure come to life. So the appreciation is higher, I guess. Um, if I buy a Black Series figures, I get them out of the bubble wrap, the plastic bubble, and display it, and that's it. You buy it for roughly the same price as what I'm paying for these ones, and that's it. You get beautiful art on the sides with really interesting stuff. Like, it looks really awesome, and it just gets you hyped up seeing this. Like, this is the actual figure. This is not a picture of something from the movie. This is the actual figure, but then slightly weathered. Just give you something to look forward to, and you have to build it yourself. So it takes a couple of hours to build all the individual pieces together, and then the painting and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that sounds really interesting. It sounds much more interesting to me than just collecting the Black Series figures, etc. And again, at this price point, I think that's really cool, and that gives me still something to do with Star Wars without having to break the bank. And then I'm getting back to the custom lightsabers, which, yeah, that is just at my current financial situation, and that we're moving back, etc. That is just something I'm not gonna focus too much on as is. Um, but yeah, talking about other Star Wars points, very excited for the Mandalorian, the TV show. And funnily enough, as much as I hated Star Wars Battlefront 2, since very recently I picked it up again after I saw a YouTube video. I forgot who it was or the exact title of that YouTube video, but basically that video was about the current state of Battlefront 2 and if you should give it another try. It just showed up on my YouTube feed. I clicked on it. I don't know why, and it sparked an interest because apparently a lot of things were changed, etc. So I picked it up again. I started playing in, and man, it's really a lot better than it was at launch. I finished my first game of Ewok Hunt yesterday evening. That game mode is so much fun. You play as an Ewok. I started the first game. I only play one game so far. I started as the first Ewok, and I needed to basically attack the stormtroopers that only have like a flashlight on their gun, and they try to hunt us and destroy us, and we need to attack them. And then once they get killed by one of us, they change into an Ewok. So it's basically something like a zombie mode. A lot of first-person shooters, if you get shot by or killed by a zombie, you will change into a zombie. You change to the team of the zombies. Exactly that. But what's so cool about the Ewoks is that they apparently can smell or something, and then you can see red dots or outlines of where the stormtroopers are walking, and they can't really see you because you're really small and fast, and you can call your friend Ewoks with the horn, like, and to give the positions away. And you have a slingshot that shoots some sort of thing, and then like little glowy flies come. Hey Mike, what's up, bro? I added you on Facebook, by the way. Didn't have a chance to really catch up, but I will do so whenever I'm logged into Facebook. Um, but yeah, it's really fun. Yeah, Battlefront 2 is a lot of fun now. One thing I have to say though, it's a bit more challenging than it was at at launch. The reason for that being that I don't have a lot of good star cards. So all my star cards are still the first gray one, or maybe a green one and a blue one. And a lot of the long-term players, they have all decked out purple cards, and they non-stop kill me instantly. I die a lot in this game now. It's a lot harder to get into it. So that's a bit of a downside. But I guess as soon as I get some more purple cards, get up leveled more better guns, I should be the playing field should be more equal. But overall, the game has significantly improved. Like the Battle from Geonosis is really awesome. I played that several times. So long battles, but a lot of fun. A lot of fun. No worries, Mike. You're about to go work, I guess. Um, and now that I'm playing this EA game, so that's a bit of the thing I want to get into. So now I'm trying out updated Battlefront 2, and after around 2 years of improvements by EA, I have to say it's really good. So now I actually have said I'm at a point where I say, yeah, I'm willing to give the EA Fallen Jedi a shot. A good single player game. I'm willing to give that a shot. Hopefully it has a replay value in there, so that you don't have to you're not completely stuck about doing the same story. Hopefully it's something like um, probably not, but like a Skyrim or something, so it can be modded afterwards after the single player campaign is finished, so you can continue to play the game. That would be awesome, because that's always a bit of a scary thing for me. Like a multiplayer automatically has the replay value because you play with other people, even if it's the same map. But if it's a single player storyline, after doing it 1 or 2 times, I've seen the whole story. So um, if it's a really good game, like for example Starkiller, was that yeah, that's the turtle. I can feel a shell hitting the bed thing I'm sitting on. But what was it? I forgot the game with Starkiller. But after you're playing it 1 or 2 times, I'm not really wanting to keep replaying it. Force Unleashed, thank you, Nicholas. Yeah, so I don't want to keep replaying it then, for the sake of replaying it. Although it's a really good story, but I've seen it. So I hope they have some mechanics or like a continuous release of new chapters or storylines or alternative characters that you can play, or side characters or quests every time, like every few months or uh, every year or so, so that the game continues to grow and more stuff will be added. But yeah, excited for that. And apparently also for Star Wars: The Old Republic there will be a new expansion. Now I'm not playing that game anymore. I feel completely burned out with SWTOR. I don't know why. It's just I don't know. It's sad. Maybe I will give it another chance and see if it's any better now. But man, I'm super excited for these suckers. Like I don't know why it really got to me. Like I think this is something that it's gonna fit my requirements for something I can be busy with in as a Star Wars hobby. Let me get another one. I just show you guys. I really like this. Okay, I just grabbed another one from the shelf. This is another one. This is R4I9. It's an astromech droid. I like this dome. Um, this is I think it's one of the episodes in the Clone Wars where you have the little green guy go inside the top here, and then together with R2 etc. infiltrate an Imperial thing. I forgot what it was, or a separatist place. But the cool thing is with these kits, like for example, it comes with this dome, but it also comes with an R2 dome, so I can make two variants. Now, unfortunately, there's only one body in the box, so I have to buy another of this one to have two variants built. So I'm gonna do that because I think these kits are really worth it. They look really amazing, and I watched these really great model kit makers or modelers that do the painting and show their techniques, etc. And I think that is something I can do as well. I think I will be able to. Oh, there's the turtle. I'll show you guys. It's a bit hard to see, but he's on the ground. It's kind of weird if you hear something moving next to you and you don't know what it is. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna focus on this. Um, I think they're gonna be a really fun hobby to explore, and it will make me feel relaxed as well. Like it's you're just gonna be super chill and making this, building it, painting it. Um, yeah, I'm really excited for this stuff. I'm really excited for these. But again, retail, they're really expensive for what they are. Well, not for what they are. I just retail they're expensive. So retail prices are not the ones I want to pay for these. So that's why I'm gonna try to snatch up as much as I can afford at this 50% off discounts that we have here in Hong Kong at the moment. Because I think majority of the people are not really into model kits. They don't want to spend the time on it, building it, and um, yeah. Anyway, um, other stuff in for Star Wars that I'm excited for. Actually, I'm gonna pick up probably one more lightsaber this couple of months or so. Um, I want to have another Saber Forge saber. I know I said I didn't want to pick up anymore, but one of the Saber Forge sabers that I want to have again, which I sold off initially, but that was just an empty hilt, and I don't want to fiddle around with building lightsabers myself at the moment with getting electronics, etc. Because that's also a little bit of the point where I get back to doing the modder kits. These ones cost around $12 to build for me at this discount, of course. Whereas if I want to build my own custom lightsaber, I have to get a Nana Biscotti or something similar, $70 blah 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 blah, easily around $100 for just the electronics. Then a hilt, another 100, $200. Then you need the soldering iron and the wires and etc. It's not cheap. It's not cheap, even if you build it yourself. Whereas the model kits, I mean, for $10, $12, I have a whole figure. I can do a whole army building. So yeah, from that point of view, cost wise, this is a lot cheaper than building your own custom lightsabers. But I want to have a new lightsaber piece that I can just open carry all day long with me. And the one that I'm eyeballing to get back, which I kind of regret selling, is the Saberforge Adamant. It's a small Shoto sized hilt, easy to open carry, it looks good. I'm just gonna get it in Warrior tier from Saberforge, probably just a green in-hilt LED, and just being able to open carry that all day long and not really have to care about getting scratched and dinged up, because for that I just do some weathering on it, especially with the model kit, and get the paint and stuff like that, easy peasy. And it's inexpensive. It's very basically it's very easily recognizable lightsaber. And the funny thing is, Battlefront 2, my friend General Grievous is using that lightsaber, and you see it in the kill count. If General Grievous kill you in Battlefront 2, you will see the outlines of a white lightsaber, and that's the Saberforce Adamant lightsaber, basically. So yeah, pretty dope lightsaber. I really dig that one. It's a small, nice, elegant lightsaber. Looks beautiful. Even the one from Saberforge, well built. The one from Saberforge, I have to say, it's just yeah, it's an overall good piece. So I want to get that one back and then just open carry that. I'm just gonna buy it from Etsy probably, because then I don't have to wait 3-4 months at Saberforge website. And then I think for roughly 150 ish US dollar with the Warrior tier, I believe, which is which is not bad. So yeah, but I definitely want to have my daily driver. Oh, I hate that word, daily driver. Yeah. But I wanted my daily driver lightsaber that I can open carry with me to represent Star Wars. And yeah, I have to say also, the Star Wars celebrations every year, there's such an amazing inspiration for any Star Wars fan. You get so pumped up and hyped up, and they did a really good job this year. I think the last year's panels were a bit better than this year's panel. I don't know why. I felt like the one for last year were a bit more energetic than for this year. I can't explain it, but in terms of reviews, etc., this year was amazing. A lot of cool stuff. Um, the Star Wars Galaxy Edge as well as etc. Also amazing. Yeah, right. The Adamant, beautiful hilt. Yeah, I miss it. Just a really nice, elegant piece. I really dig it. But the Star Wars Galaxy Edge stuff looks really good. The lightsabers, the holocrons. For the lightsabers, I'm actually interested in the Ventress hilts, but not a lot of people actually made video footage of it. I tried to search on YouTube and Facebook, couldn't find anything. I saw Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, saw Ahsoka Tano's lightsabers, and a bunch of the other ones, but nobody really made any videos or pictures of the Ventress hilts, which are not the ones I believe they had in the past, the Black Series ones. They look different. They looked more cartoony in terms of aesthetics. So I'm really interested to see if those are the ones I would like to pick up, because the one from Watto's Junkyard is really beautiful, but at $600 for just an empty hilt, those are prices that are way beyond my comfort level for empty hilts or lightsabers in general now. Minus, for example, a couple of Vader's Fold lightsabers, but then you get a fully decked out lightsabers with electronics, etc. already in them. So I wish I could afford one, but yeah, from what it's really expensive. So I hope I can go in the route to maybe the Disney Galaxy Edge ones, if they're okay enough just for displaying open carry. I mean, I don't really have to put a blade in there. For my open carry lightsabers in general, I don't have to put the blade in there because it's just a carry piece. It's an extension of my wardrobe. Wardrobe. Difficult word for me. And besides that, going back a little bit on the YouTube channel, so I've been looking into laptops a lot lately, and I'm decided on getting up a MacBook Pro, either 2018 model. Yeah, it's gonna be a 2018 model, second hand, or maybe I wait till the 2019 model, but that will be unlikely because I'm in Hong Kong, so the price of a new MacBook computer is Mac product is a bit cheaper anyway than in Europe. And secondhand, the market is pretty good here, and people are just offloading it for good discounts, like $400-500 off from a new one. The reason why I want to do that, because I want to use Final Cut Pro instead of Adobe Premiere for editing, because I really want to be able to make a lot of fun videos fast and keep it enjoyable for me. And then this iPhone will be replaced for a new iPhone XS, blah blah, whatever comes out in October. I don't know. I need to check the Barris Hilt. I need to check that. Does Saberforge carry that one now as well? I didn't see that because I checked their website fairly recently, like last week. I didn't see a Barris Hilt. Maybe they have it now, or maybe somewhere else. Oh, KR. Yes, the KR sabers are better. I admit they are better than the one from Saberforge. They're more detailed, etc. But the downside is, I just want to have a complete product at this point. I don't want to build it myself. I don't want to commission with anybody, because I just want to have a simple stunt setup. For the open carry, just a simple stunt setup. And yeah, so that's why I go for the Saberforge one. But the one from KR Sabers are, yes, I prefer those. They look much better, more detailed, crisp, just higher quality for sure. But I compromise with the one from Saberforge for the fact that it comes with the simple stun setup, and good enough for me for open carry. I don't intend to turn it on the whole time, etc. And I might not even put the battery in at all times. It's just an aesthetic piece, and yeah. But yeah, that one is really beautiful. The one from KR Sabers. But yeah, so for the editing from videos, we gonna the live streams will be better. So we have the audio coming from external microphone going forward. I will use not the front facing, the selfie cam anymore on the new iPhone. I will use the back camera. I could do that now as well, but then if I do that now, because I don't have a laptop, to read the comments, and that's the whole reason for me getting a laptop, so I can take it with me, put it on my lap, and then I can use the back camera, which is better, of course, better quality overall. But now I can't see the comments, so that's the reason why I use. Oh, that's funny. Oh no, sorry guys. I didn't realize that it didn't allow me to rotate the camera while I was doing the live stream. No, sorry, Mike. Sorry, Mike. The reason, I know where you come from, Mike. I know where you come from. The reason why I want to have a MacBook Pro is the simplicity. The Final Cut Pro is, in my opinion, a better editing software for what I want to make in terms of video content, and rendering it out on hardware that is specced out and works really well with the editing software. With Adobe Premiere on my gaming PC, which is a really awesome PC, the software still have added the problems, like problems with Windows updates or Adobe Premiere crashes, etc. It less reliable. I want to have very reliable computer that just always work. And when I tried to stream as well in the past, I used different external cameras with OBS streaming software. There were always issues, and I don't want to do that anymore. Like it cost me too much headache. So I'm just gonna use an iPhone together with a MacBook. I can use AirDrop to drop videos that I make with the Apple with the what is it? With the iPhone. I make a video, I airdrop it to the laptop, I edit it, and I can directly upload it to YouTube. And it's just gonna increase my workflow. I want simplicity, and I want to limit the time window spent on having to deal with editing and having to deal with potential issues. But yes, you're right. Apple is overpriced for what you get. You don't get the crazy specs. You don't get it. Apple also have issues with their keyboards, the butterfly keyboards. This is Gen 3, and a lot of people say they have some issues with it. Some users say with the i9 processor it has heat throttling and all kinds of issues. So it's not a perfect product, but the hardware itself is so fine-tuned with Final Cut Pro because it's from Apple itself. For an editing point of view, it's gonna really help me with my workflow, and it just makes it easy for me. And I can take a laptop with me everywhere I go, edit it on the fly. And because it's like the Apple suite, it has this whole platform and integration. It's gonna make it a bit easier for me to just drag and drop videos, airdrop them, blah blah blah, and that's what I want. But I totally agree from an IT point of view. If you want to game, if you want a bang for your buck, Apple's not the best. Nice, nice. Yeah, that's. There's nothing that can beat mechanical keys, of course. Yeah. That is also something like I could do. Of course, I could use that's what I want to use, an external monitor, through the Thunderbolt port, like a 4K monitor, not too expensive, and then and a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse, and then use that as setup, and then plug the laptop out, take it with me, because that's the whole idea. I want to take it to my work every day where I can render out the videos, so I don't have to leave the computer on at nighttime after editing, and then let the computer on all night after it's done its rendering, and then I just upload it from my work internet directly to YouTube. So that's gonna make it a lot easier than I can do now with the computer. Plus, I'll show you what's the case. This is the case. He's taking up the computer. Thanks. I'm Dutch as fuck. Yes, because I'm Dutch. I'm Dutch. Um, so my accent is very strong accent. Um, but yeah, I'm excited. Seriously, guys, if you ever come across these boxes, just try it out. If they're affordable, just pick one up and build it. I think you guys really gonna like them. Um, it's I think it's really addictive once you get into it. I never thought I would get into any form of model kits, because I always thought it's more for old guys. Like, no disrespect, but like for the old guys that are like tucked away in a little room, and then the housewife come bring them a cup of coffee and a little plate with cookies, and then they're like painting their stuff in their own little thing. And uh, but I think it's maybe it's also age. Now I get older, maybe that's why it's like a natural thing. just you just change into it. But yes, yes, feast. Yes, I love cheese. I was put everywhere. I put cheese on it and then lick it off. Oh, here's my friends. By the way, this is the guy that made all the sounds. We actually think about taking him with us to Holland, but yeah, we have to try to see how we can take a reptile with us, because the laws for taking reptiles to another country are quite difficult. So, and that's another thing. This is really cultural thing, I think, in Hong Kong, China, and in general. But turtles are seen as being lucky, so having a turtle is bringing luck. That's why we have this tool. Actually, we have this turtle already for 10 years. They apparently live for more than whatever amount of years, so it's pretty interesting. And then the funny thing is, after a lot of these people, small house like ours, so after a few years, they dumped their turtle, and they have in the nearby park. Maybe I'll bring you guys there with the live stream one time, and then that little lake they have there in that park is completely full with abandoned turtles. People dump their turtles in that lake, so there's like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds turtles swimming in there, and fish like the Japanese fish, completely full. It's funny to see though, but a bit sad as well. If you're an animal lover and anything, yeah, that's not good. Um, but yeah, getting point to Star Wars. Whew. Um, so yeah, I mean, if I just backtrack a little bit on what's going on with all the new lightsaber releases that we have the last few months that I was absent, and in the coming few months, um, it's really overwhelming, the amount of lightsaber runs. And each of those lightsaber companies don't just release one or two lightsaber designs. No, they're just pooping out amounts of hilts designs. There's like, it's pretty insane. It's a completely saturated market for certain hilts. It's completely diluted because there's so much on the market now. If you want to have a Revenge of the Sith Anakin Skywalker lightsaber now, for example, you have like so many options, which is a good thing. But I think at the same time, it's also not making it a lot easier to choose what is the right one for you. And it's also like, why all make the same stuff? I covered that a bit in the past as well. I always think these lightsaber makers should not just make the same stuff at the same time. But yeah, that's my personal opinion, of course. Uh, yeah. Interesting though. I I'm very interested in seeing more new lightsaber designs that are canon, and I was a bit disappointed with the new um, Rise of Skywalker. Do I say that correct? Yeah, I believe so. Ray's lightsaber. It's the same Graflax but fixed. I was hoping by now she had designed her own lightsaber, a completely new hilt design that just fits her character. Um, a bit sad with that, to be honest. And I don't think there's really excuse for it. Just look at Luke Skywalker. He started with Anakin's lightsaber, and at some point, Return of the Jedi or somewhere in between, he created his own lightsaber. He constructed his own lightsaber, as Darth Vader said on Endor when they captured Luke. Um, I don't know why Rey would not be able at this point with the sacred books, maybe some holocrons, to have constructed her own lightsaber with perhaps the crystal of Anakin. Um, because the Anakin's Graflex was really severely damaged. It wasn't just some light damage, it was completely pulled in half. So I don't know. It would have been nice if Rey got her own lightsaber. I guess I just had an idea it would be a staff, like something based on her staff. Like I so far I felt like that staff she carries with her all time long. That must have a significance, and a lot of people had that. Maybe a forecasting about a lightsaber staff or something that she would be wielding. But the fact it's still the Graflax is like, come on, give us some new. Everybody loves lightsabers. Give Rey something her own, her own thing. And then that would be epic, right? Then it's like Luke Skywalker have his own lightsaber in the last video of that trilogy, and then Rey have one as well. I did not seen that yet. No, I have to check that out. I'm not sure was that the D3 boards. Definitely have to check that out. Um, but yeah, I just lightsaber wise, I just hope that Rey would have her own thing. Basically, I just I was craving for a new cool lightsaber from Rey. But then again, yeah, maybe we will see another Force user with a lightsaber in the movie. Who knows? Okay, I have to check it out. Okay, I didn't check out much of the Profi boards either, and the smooth swing. So I definitely have to spend some more time on that as well. Uh, it looks a very interesting tech. I also saw Phil Isherwood is already into getting and trying out his setup for that, and maybe consider something for Saberforge at some point. Um, because I heard Saberforge will come up with their own Stringlab blades, right? But that not really. I don't really see anything concrete anymore since that was rumored. So he might just skip that and maybe go for NeoPixel as well. Who knows? Um, but yeah, the thing is, all these saber companies do that. So it's not just Phil Isherwood. All these saber companies do it. Vaderfold buying Saberforge sabers, Alta sabers, and all these other companies for testing and looking at their tech, etc. All these companies do that from each other. It's just that he was outspoken about getting that. Oh, there's another message here. Um, shit. I hate this chat function. Sorry, guys. I saw Mike left a message, but I can't see it anymore. The chat messages for me are not persistent with this app, so I have a new app that I'm gonna use going forward, but I all set it for my other paintball YouTube channel, so I don't want to use it now because it will mess up some of the settings that I'm testing with, because I'm doing a lot of live stream tests, because I'm not happy with how I live stream now with this YouTube app. But yeah, Mike said something and I couldn't read it. Sorry, Mike. Um, but yeah, I mean it's not just like, oh, Phil Isherwood is now just copying tech of other people. It's all these saber companies do that. They all buy each other's brands and products to check out what it is and do the comparison videos, etc. And I know that firsthand because um, they always get their hands on that and they say, oh, no, we compared it against this or that, and After doing a lot of testing, we found that this one is better than that, or whatever. Um, but yeah, I mean, who knows? You can't stop Saber Forts. It's an Alter Sabers. Alter Sabers is doing their own thing anyway. They're like so isolated from this whole lightsaber community and lightsaber industry. They're just their own thing, and they're doing it on their own pace and speed. Where Saberforts is the biggest player in the known lightsaber industry in this part of the things that we know. Just by random live stream, does discussion needs to be about Star Wars or just random? Can be random actually. I kind of like to talk about anything, but so far my YouTube content has been mainly about custom lightsabers and Star Wars products. But yeah, if you saw me streaming before, you know it always ends up about anything and nothing at the same time. So, and that's what I kind of like. It's just um, sit and enjoy talk and discuss stuff. But a lot of the guys here will ask questions about Star Wars lightsabers, etc. Because there's just a topic I'm few familiar with and some experience with. But now I also try to sensitize this model kits, Star Wars model kits. So hopefully, once I move to Holland and we get into a position where I'm settled in and have my own space. Um, ooh, good question. Here's a conversation starter. Teleporting or was it time shifting or shape shifting? Sorry, this app sucks. The message is popping too fast. I would say if I have a choice between, I think it's time shifting. Oh, shape shifting. Teleporting and shape shifting. Wow, that's a good one. For me, it would be. Well, with teleporting, you get there regardless. With shape shifting, I think I go for shape shifting because you can get at the same places where you can do teleporting. Well, not exactly. No, it shape shifting is definitely. Yeah, I think be anything or be anywhere. I think I'd be any. I think I would be. Yeah, teleportation. I think shape shifting. I would be a druid if you play World of Warcraft. Shape shifting because I can influence people by pretending I'm somebody that they trust and believe in, and then I can influence them. And at the same time, that also means that I can get into a lot of Earth places. Oh, shapeshifting. Okay, not only limited to humans. Okay, that's cool. Then I also can shapeshift in objects, and yeah, I can spy on people and see what they're doing. I could shapeshift myself into a backpack, and then somebody goes with a security guard into a secret area, Area 51. I could teleport there to have the teleport power, which is a lot easier, but I would have a lot more influence and power if I could shapeshift in Donald Trump, for example. My accent is I'm from Holland. I'm Dutch. I'm a Dutchie. Uh, it's a little country next to Germany and next to Belgium, and in the neighborhood of the UK. Um, and Yeah, so shape shifting, probably. And you, what would you choose? I think shape shifting. Yeah, shape shifting. It would give me more power and influence, but teleporting would mean I can go anywhere, any place in the universe. Yeah, I know. No, I know. It no. It has no significance. You're right, Mike. Uh, yeah, teleporting is dope, but if you can shapeshift into like anybody, like I could shapeshift into Brad Pitt, or I could shapeshift in I don't know. It depends on what you're after. Like I'm looking at it from a point of view of human interactions and being able to influence them and get what I want. Um, okay, so if I would be able to move into an object for a week and I couldn't move or think and do. Ooh, that's a hard one. Probably some public place where I can observe people, like something like right in the middle of a very busy city, like in a traffic light or something, or yeah, something like that. Um, I probably like a traffic light, and then I can observe people passing by, listening to their stories that they talk about on the phone, etc. In just a very busy junction in the inner city, like somewhere in Japan or New York, and then just listen, observe, and see the human psychology, and yeah, I think probably that would be that would be that would be interesting. But yeah, shape shifting. I feel like you can achieve a lot of things with that. Um, because yeah, teleporting would be cool too. Like you could teleport yourself in a bank, and just get all the money you want, and just teleport somewhere else, and you're rich. Whereas with shape shifting, you probably have to influence people and then get into it. Oh, between those three, not a bench. Yeah, a bench probably. It's more significant than a rock, and I don't want people sit on you. And whereas you're a sidewalk, people walk on you. And then from the point of view, I'd rather be a bench than a sidewalk. No, a traffic light for sure. Traffic light. Yeah, that would be my choice. What would you choose then, you guys? I think a traffic light, and then just mess around with people. And if I see somebody I don't like, let the traffic come, and then quickly change to a green light, and you get hit over by a car. Like if it's some evil person racking up kill counts, and then they make a movie about me, in horror movie. You couldn't change your own colors. Oh yeah, that's true. That happen. That's not gonna happen because I can't move. Hmm. Yeah. In that case, then just a bench would work. A bench would work. I have all kinds of people sitting on me. All kinds of layers of society. Have some hobo sleeping on me. Probably a week. I wouldn't be able to do more than that. I would go crazy. It would make me crazy. No, a week or so. That's it. But shapeshifting, yeah, that sounds interesting because you can work the inner workings of people, but it's limited to. Could you be an object for a month? I don't think so. I think even a week is already, for my mind, would be a stretch. A month, nah. But imagine this: if you can shapeshift into an object that has no expire date, you could go basically in sort of an hibernation. As long as your mental health stay healthy, like you could shapeshift in a rock and then stay a rock for 10,000 years and then shape back into a human, and then basically you do a sort of time travel. I don't know. The teleporting wasn't limited, or is it not limited to time traveling? Because if it's not limited to time traveling, then that one is superior because you can go back in time and have things change and for the future, like alternate. I know, that would be super boring. Um, but unless you with teleportation, as you say, you can just travel through time and not only place and location, then that would be the one I want to be. but I didn't take that in consideration, because then of course there must be a beginning and end. I would not like to live for eternity, but being able to prolong that, our current lives, that would be awesome. But yeah, if that could be done with teleportation, as you propose it, then time traveling, that would be the biggest thing I would explore, because that would be amazing. Mike is getting banned. Able to fly. I will be able to fly with my mind and turn lights on or off. Nah, I don't think I would enjoy that. I think I would focus just on the human aspects, like impersonate people, and then, because my mind doesn't think much further than what I'm feel comfortable with it. Fly, can already control lights. Yes. Oh, nice. He has his home spy, his Google Home Spy. All he does, all he does at home is being recorded by Google, Big Brother, and then all his data being sold to whoever want to buy it. Nah, in all seriousnessly, there must be trade-offs to, yeah, there must be trade-offs to the option. So I guess no time traveling for teleportation. Sorry, sorry. Can you repeat the separate question? You said fly, and then with your mind can turn lights on or off. I thought that was part of the. Sorry, part of the. How you say that? Sorry, my mind starts to melt down here. Because my son is doing something and I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, what is he doing? Sorry, shapeshifting. Yes, shapeshifting. I think I misunderstand your question. Sorry, you said something about flying and turning lights on and off. I thought it was like shapeshifting into a flying form creature or something, and being able to have some sort of telekinesis powers. Um, Actually, I think what I rather want is a as an option. I would like to have total control about people's minds. Okay. Okay. Wow, that's a good one. I fear of heights, so I'm like, no, I'm staying on the ground. I'm good. I'm good. But no, I would like to have like full mind control, because my realization, how I see things, is like being a humanoid or like some sort of alien or something. Okay, if that was the question, mm, if flying would be an option, I would go for something really fast. So the bird wings and being able to fly fast, maybe short trips, downside, or turn lights on off. Fly with a downside. Nah, turn lights on. Yeah, then fly. Fly with a downside. That reminds me of something. You guys probably never seen it, but maybe Mike knows. Back in the day, there was a cartoon or a TV show on TV, like long time ago, in the 90s or 80s. And the kids or something had two spray cans, and he used the spray cans to fly, like the hairspray cans. He held it in his hand, and then he could fly because he was super light or something. Maybe Mike knows. I think it was like something from the UK or something. You might not even know it. The kid was super light, and then he used hairspray, and then he was flying away. Maybe it was from the US. It was a TV show. Um. Anyway, too deep. But yeah, I fly with a downside. Sorry, I fly with a downside. I'm not really too concerned about turning lights or on and off. Um, wouldn't give me anything. Flying, it would at least give me the power to fly on top of buildings, or maybe at 1 miles per hour. But as long as I don't stay in that shape. No? Okay. I don't know what it is, what the name is. I remember vaguely. The only thing what the kid had, he always got it out of his backpack, and he got two like hairspray cans, and he could fly. Now, at the same note, there was also another cartoon series with a girl, and she could melt herself to a puddle of silver gooey, and then she could slip under doors, etc. She could like shapeshift into different forms. But it was not like, I believe, actual shapeshifting. It was like some blubber or something. Okay, no, that's fine. Then I grow wings. No problem. Better than, I feel it's more useful than being able to turn on or off lights. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what your preference will be, but I think it sounds more interesting. Like Archangel from X-Men. It's a good movie, by the way. That one X-Men movie. Well, is that the second trade-off? Because I think the bird wings. Oh shit, my battery's almost empty. No, sorry guys, my phone battery's almost dying. Um, yeah, no, would not like to be a balloon-sized person, but the I think the actual bird wings would already be a massive downside in my opinion, because you can't really hide them, and they look pretty ugly. And if that also means your hands no longer have actual individual fingers, but you just have feathers, you can't really do much with your arms anymore. Oh, no, then just don't, no balloon, just the hands, the lights. Then rather do the lights. Yeah, definitely no balloon size. Miles per hour. I mean, everybody can. You're just a plain target in the air. So, but everybody can shoot you down or whatever. No, wouldn't be of use to me. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. No. I can wait, Mike. I can wait for couple of months. Yeah. You know what? I just, if I want explosive diarrhea, I can just go eat in one of these restaurants here in Hong Kong. Uh, and I have it. I have it instant. Or eat some spicy curry or Indian food. Indian food does the trick. When I went to Singapore, there's a lot of like smaller Indian stalls. Very tasty food, but they upset your stomach so bad if you're not used to spicy food. Like I love to eat the brainis and the whatever the names are. I forgot all the names, but it tastes so good, but it's so sharp and spicy, and my stomach gets so painful after that. Like, oh, and I keep doing it and doing it. And it was like it was breakfast. It wasn't like dinner or something. They eat that for breakfast as well. So yeah, I wouldn't do very good in those countries with my stomach. But it's so delicious. Their spices, they just use very different spices that I never ate or experienced before. That makes it so interesting and tasty. Really good stuff. Um, but yeah, no, I can wait, Mike. I don't need to. No. Free volleyball for your friends and family, lol. Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, no, I'm horrible with spices. It's I used to be able to eat a bit spicy food, but since I moved to Hong Kong, my stomach just is way more sensitive than it used to be. It's just the food and the way how it's prepared here at times is not that healthy. Um, you mean the option you gave me, the balloon versus the turning the lights on or off with your thoughts? Yeah, I wouldn't want to blow up like a balloon for that reason. It's just that thought on its own. No, I would not like that. Um, no, it would not interest me. Um, I no, definitely not, definitely not. But yeah, I think Mike's proposal is also not something I would like to do. Too humiliating. No, I just don't. Yeah, maybe too self-conscious, too self-conscious. Yes, Mr. Hindenburg. Yes, and explode into a flaming fireball. Um, No, I think maybe yes. Like everybody's eye will be you on you. You will feel it. It burns on you, their eyes, and you will no. Plus, I don't see any benefits for it. Like yes, I can very slowly go high into the sky, but what would be the benefit to it? It doesn't make me going fast from A to B, and no, no, no. Does remind me a bit about that scene in Harry Potter. I think was it episode 6 or 7 where they all blow up like red, um, purple balloons because they ate magic stuff. I forgot their name. And yeah, it was in the movie and not only in the book. I remember from the book as well, but um, no, they were all flying around like their whole family, the family of Harry Potter that are not nice. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end the live stream for one reason is that my battery is almost empty. Plus the wifey comes here, so she wanna sit here, watch her TV show, and I can like when there's a danger, like certain predators will feel that, right? They will feel like there's something going on. They feel it in the force. Yes. So I feel it hanging in the air now. Like I got the death stare 2 seconds ago. There's this death sentence, the smell in the air. Like I need to go. That's the bottom line. Oh look at this, guys! Look, is that? I'm watching a movie and I think I just saw the was it oh, what's his name? Um, yeah, yeah. Is it not? Wasn't that Lando Calrissian? I don't know what movie this is, by the way. But yeah, I think that's Lando. Oh yeah, it's Lando. Anyway, I'm gonna end the live stream. I'm gonna kick my son off the computer so I can play a little bit better Front 2. And I will be back later because I have to charge the phone now. But thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Hopefully you guys like this live stream. And let's keep doing that.